Okay, this is problem number 2, chapter 9, section 2. For this problem, first of all, let's pause the video and read. Okay? So after you read the problem, we are testing the claim that the two samples we have here, they are from populations with the same mean. So this is a claim, and whenever the claim contains the equality statement, that goes under the null hypothesis, and the alternative hypothesis is the one that contains the opposite of the equality, in this case not equals to. Okay, the claim is here on the null hypothesis. Whenever the claim is on the null hypothesis, the alternative hypothesis takes this symbol. Okay, so you press stat on the calculator. Go to stat. You go to test with the arrow. You go to the right side to under test, and then you select a t-test. I'm sorry, no, two sample t-test. This one right here. Two sample t-test. When you get this screen, you fill out the information for the first sample. All this information is for the first part, for mu1, and this one is for mu2. Okay, and this null hypothesis is equality, so alternative is not equal, right? So you gotta highlight this part, and under pool you choose no. We always choose no for this section, and that is because we assume that the population standard deviations are not equal. So when this assumption takes place here, we choose pool no. Okay, when the standard population standard deviations are equal, when you have this assumption. Okay, so in this section we always work with this type of assumption. Once you fill out all this information, you press draw. In this case I press draw. You can press calculate, and you get the test statistic, which is right here, and the p-value, which is right here. Okay, so finally, well, I'll show you where all this the sequence of steps on the calculator. Okay, so I go to stat. I should get that screen, the first screen. You go to test with the right arrow here. You select, in this case, number 4, two sample t-test. Number 4. You fill out all this data. You select the not equals to here, different, pool, and you go down and press calculate or draw. If you press calculate, you will get the same answer for the test statistic, which is this number, negative 1.46, and the p-value, which is 0.152. Okay, that's how you get the p-value in the test statistic. Since the p-value in this particular situation is greater than the significance level here, we fail to reject the null hypothesis. We fail to reject this null hypothesis. The claim contains equality. Notice how this claim here contains equality. Okay, so it's gonna be this the second situation. Original claim, no, I'm sorry, the last one. Original claim includes equality. Okay, and you fail to reject. Okay, so this is the way we have to word the conclusion. Okay, so we fail to reject the null hypothesis because the p-value is more than alpha, and that's the way you write it. There is not sufficient evidence to warrant rejection of the claim that the two samples are from populations with the same mean. So this is the claim. Okay, so that's how you do the first part. Now to do the second part, we gotta take in consideration that we have a significance level of 0.10 and we have a two-tailed test. So if we look it up under this table, you have two-tailed test and a point. Let me check the significance level again. It's 0.01 the significance level. Sorry, let me erase that. 0.01. Yeah, 0.01 significance level in 99% because we have a two-tailed test. So this is the confidence level we have to use. Again, you go to stat, you go to test, you select the option that says two sample t interval. It might be different in number in different models of the calculators. So I have a TI-84CE, so that option is under the number 0, but it might be different for a T83 or some other TI calculator you are using. So after you press this one, to sample t interval, you have the same data from part A already there. You don't have to worry about this, but you have to be careful and modify this value because this is the confidence level we have to use for this problem. The same situation here, you select no, and you press calculate, and this is the confidence interval you will get, okay, which is this number as the lower limit and this number as the upper limit. That's how you do the second part of this